Hello sports gamblers! Today I want to discuss 3 potential bets in Major League Baseball for Tuesday, June 13. I'm Professor MJ, University Statistics teacher from Quebec City in Canada, which explains my French accent. My first MLB system pick for today goes to the Toronto Blue Jays as slight favorites in Baltimore. Is this an official pick, a lean, or a play to avoid? There is no doubt that I am betting this game since we have 3 different betting strategies, all pointing in the direction of the Jays. One of the systems in question is called the blowout number 2, which recommends betting against a team that won its previous game by a margin of at least 7 runs if they are now facing a different squad. Since the Orioles won their last outing 11-3 over the Royals, and they are indeed facing another opponent today, we've got to fade Baltimore. Another betting angle advising to bet the Jays is called the hot teams matchup number 1. Whenever the road team is coming off at least 1 victory in a row, and they are playing against a home club coming off at least 4 straight wins, historical data strongly suggests going with the visiting team. In the current situation, Toronto has picked up 1 consecutive win versus 4 victories in a row for Baltimore. Again, we are invited to back Toronto according to this system. The revenge factor also played a key role in my decision to go with the Blue Jays. Earlier this year, the Orioles swept the Jays in Toronto, so I'm sure the Jays have some plans to get some payback. They will be extra motivated to crush them, especially with Chris Bassitt on the mound. He is so much better than Dean Kremer, so we are getting a nice edge in terms of the pitching matchup. I would also like to point out the fact that Toronto has won 5 of its past 7 meetings in Baltimore. They seem comfortable playing in that stadium. In my opinion, the Blue Jays will take this game and they are my favorite betting pick in today's slate of games. The second system pick is the Minnesota Twins at home against the Brewers since they are being backed by the big upset number 2 strategy. I'm not sure I like this play enough to bet though. Milwaukee is coming off an embarrassing 3-game sweep at home against the Oakland A's. Going on the road will be a good thing for them since they won't feel as much pressure to win. The Brewers are also sending their ace Corbin Burnes to the mound. He is enjoying another solid season, while Pablo Lopez has had some ups and downs in his first year in Minnesota. Personally, I prefer to pass on this potential bet. The third MLB system pick is supported by the comeback betting system. Here are its rules. Bet a team that came back from a deficit of at least 4 runs in their last outing, only if their money line today is better than minus 175 in American format, and if they are facing the same opponent. Strangely enough, there are 3 teams that qualify under this betting angle today. First, the Tigers erased a 4-0 deficit to win 6-5 in extra innings against the Braves. However, Atlanta is backed by the snap losing streak number 2 strategy, so when we have conflicting information, I tend to stay away from such matches. The same phenomenon occurs in the Philadelphia versus Arizona matchup. The D-backs erased a 5-1 hole before beating the Phillies, but the latter are backed by 3 different systems, so let's forget about taking Arizona. Finally, the LA Angels trailed 5-1 in Texas before winning 9-6 in extra innings. This time, we don't have any betting strategies taking the Rangers, and after doing my due diligence on this game, I do like the Angels enough to place a bet. Los Angeles will send Jaime Barria to the mound, a pitcher that I believe has plenty of upside. If you have been following me for a while, you know that I value the WHIP stat quite a bit, which calculates the number of walks plus hits per inning pitched. The league average is 1.30, and if you are below 1.10, that is excellent. Barria's WHIP stat currently sits at 0.97, while it was 1.03 last year. He has done a fantastic job over the past 2 seasons, and he is still pretty young, so he has room to improve. The Rangers are having a pretty surprising start to the season, but I feel like they could be headed for a tough stretch. They have already begun to stumble, as shown by their 1-4 record during their past 5 games. Meanwhile, the Angels have been red hot by winning 7 of their past 8 games. Hey, the last time I talked to you, last Friday, we picked up an 18th straight win via the scoring drought betting system. The next day, we had the Atlanta Braves fitting this strategy, and they also won. So we now have 19 consecutive wins by this money-making betting system. No teams fit this criteria for betting yesterday nor today, but I'll keep you posted this week, of course. Tomorrow, I will be doing a live stream starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Time in order to present my top baseball picks. Who knows, we might have a pick fitting the scoring drought system. Subscribe to this sports betting YouTube channel to get more free picks and some super valuable betting information. I'm Professor MJ, holder of a PhD in statistics, wishing you a great day.